Hey everyone, it's Mohsen, and we're gonna do another Metroid Prime 4 Beyond analysis video. And in this video, I have some more details that I wanna watch with you together, and let's analyze some of the details. One of the first things that I see in the intro of the trailer is a giant spaceship in the background. And there's two. If you pause the trailer, you see two, one right and one to the left of the Samus spaceship landing. So you see two, and it's interesting. So it seems that there's some galactic war going on. And Samus is in the middle of this war. And you see it here as well in the background. Some spaceship striking the region here, lasering it and destroying it. You see it here. Yeah, it's completely destroyed by a laser beam from above. So if you're curious how it might look in 3D, that giant spaceship, yeah, I tried to recreate it in 3D, but that perspective of the ship is kind of complicated for AI to recreate a good looking 3D object. So this spaceship looks more like a giant fish or some kind of alien shark. But anyway, I think it was pretty cool. If the perspective of some of these objects are better, I think you can recreate it if you're curious how it might look in Metroid Prime 4. So with weapons and things of that nature. It's not a promotion or anything, so I'm not gonna name the website, but if you just Google AI regenerate 3D object from image, you'll find it. Pretty cool. I tried to recreate the space pirate as well, the one you see in the beginning of the trailer, and I think that one is easier for AI to recreate from image, so you get an idea how it looks. Pretty cool. It's like a war going on between different alien species, and you can see it here as well. This game seems packed with spaceships flying all over the world and aliens fighting each other factions. You see a spaceship here in the background, but you see these turrets firing laser beams or missiles or whatever it is, but there's something going on in the sky as well, because they're fighting different spaceships. There's a giant spaceship here in the background, and there's another to the right, yeah, flying by quickly. So I paused this segment, and you're gonna see something flying quickly through the screen, and that's that giant spaceship. No, this is not the giant spaceship. The giant spaceship is in the background, but there's a smaller spaceship flying through the screen. It seems like a chaotic war, and Samus is caught in the middle of this whole war between different aliens, it seems. And you have another one to the right here, right below the screen. And this giant spaceship, it's insane. A giant spaceship in the middle of the screen. And you see all laser beams all over the level, man. It's crazy. And this, I found this section interesting as well. Of course, there's the holograms and stuff like that, but what I found interesting is the blood. The blood. It seems that this game will be bloody compared to the previous Metroid Prime games. You'll see more blood here, visible as well. So let's continue and see. Yeah, these are the holograms, and the ground is moving 360 degrees. You have all these analytics, so these stats, crazy stuff, man. A lot of details in this game trailer or gameplay reveal trailer here as well. Of course, you have these aliens trying to open a door, it seems, and one of them is hiding. Or anticipating soldiers, but you can see it here. They managed to open the door, but there are soldiers in the background. In this level, they're moving something. It seems like it's like a horde mode multiplayer kind of combat gameplay here in this section. And as you all remember, Metroid Prime Federation Force came out on Nintendo 3DS around 7 years ago, and that game had co-op multiplayer, and you could play with up to 4 players and beat different bosses in the game, different mini games. It had Metroid Prime Federation Force co-op mode for sci-fi sports games. So I think co-op is gonna be a big part of Metroid Prime 4 as well, with the whole Federation Force element of this game. And it's apparent in the trailer as well that it's gonna have some horde mode combat gameplay with more players, and I hope it's gonna be online, not just offline but online multiplayer. And I hope that they will also include online free-for-all and team deathmatch and things of that nature. That would be amazing. So to give you an idea, horde mode is a battle mode in Gears of War, and it started with Gears of War 2 with the added horde mode DLC. And it's a mode where you can play as a team against a wave of locusts. So a wave of enemies incoming and you have to survive. It's a pretty cool mode. As far as I know, you can play it with up to 5 players. And it seems that Metroid Prime 4 has a mode like that. It's gonna be interesting to see how Nintendo and Retro Studios are gonna fix the online part. The soldiers try to, let's just say, bring more security to that environment and lock the doors and things of that nature, but the aliens managed to break through the door. And what I meant was fortify. They tried to fortify this section of the level, but they couldn't hold the aliens back, and they're here. It seems like a multiplayer mode. I would love that, man. Something like Gears of War Horde mode.
Taking fire! Oh shit, mama! Lock each other! Somebody give me a sandwich! Get out of there! Come on, bring it!
Incoming landing!
Lever! There's too many! Hostiles! Yeah, baby! Who's next?
And there's what I also found interesting. It's like these are scientists, and these are not the soldiers. So maybe they were there will be more NPCs and AI characters in this game besides the main story characters. Something else I found interesting in this trailer. And let me see if I can resize this. Resize. Or maybe here, yeah. What I found interesting was this jet in the trailer. So will you be able to fly it? I don't know. Maybe the soldiers of the Federation, maybe they will be able to fly these things. And of course we see the villain, we see the reflections, we see the logo. It seemed like a black hole of something of that nature. Black hole or Einstein ring, I don't know. I'm not that into those scientific stuff. I find it interesting, but I don't have the exact details.
Black holes are extremely dense regions in space where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. They form when a massive star runs out of fuel and collapses in on itself, becoming infinitely dense. The boundary around a black hole beyond which nothing can escape is called the event horizon. Black holes are invisible to telescopes, but their presence can be detected by observing the effects of their gravitational pull on nearby matter. They play a crucial role in shaping the structure of galaxies and the evolution of the universe.
I'm sure there are other people talking about this. I saw a video of Super Metal Dave, and he has a lot of details about the game, including the logo. And I think he was mentioning black holes and time travel and space-time, things of that nature. So be sure to watch Super Metal Dave's video. Super Metal Dave 64, that's his YouTube channel. Great guy with great content, so check it out. But let's continue and see if we can get something else out of this analyzer video. And near the end, you see all these birds, all these dinosaurs flying. Metroid Prime 4 does seem to have great graphics, even on the OG Switch. By the way, this part of the trailer reminds me of Avatar, the movies and the recent video game Frontiers of Pandora. So if you want to have a clue of how this section of the world might look, this level, or how it might look on Nintendo's next-gen console, the Switch 2, you might want to play this game. I don't think it's a great game, but I think it looks great graphics wise, and I think the gameplay is fun. To be honest, I haven't tried it yet, but after seeing that Metroid Prime 4 Beyond trailer, the last part of the trailer with the giant waterfalls, with the dinosaurs, and everything you see in that part of the level, I really want to play this game. So I'm gonna try it out soon. A lot of details, you see the waterfall. But here below the tree, you see some kind of entrance. So it seems that you could enter the trees, so, or at least some of the trees, and maybe go up. And if you look, there's a bridge in the background, and there's a giant tree in the background. Yeah, you see the entrance, and I saw things that appear to be pods coming down the sky, so falling through the sky, and maybe those are the Federation soldiers landing on this planet. Interesting stuff, a lot of details, a lot of stuff. You see the bridge You see the tree, some energy blowing off the tree, coming off the tree. I don't know, maybe that's something inside the tree. And maybe you could enter the tree and go up like a Skyward Sword. I don't know. This trailer is insane. I've watched it several times, maybe even 20 times so far, and did I analyze the video before this and this video as well. Every time I watch it, I see new things, new details, crazy stuff going on. By the way, this Metroid Prime 4 gameplay and the world that they showed give me a Halo vibe. So, as you all know, I'm a huge sci-fi fan and I'm a huge Halo fan. And the giant structures, the spaceships, the gameplay, the aliens. I know Halo has been inspired by Metroid, but it looks like Metroid has now also been inspired by Halos. And I think that's really cool, especially as a Halo fan and Metroid fan, to see things being inspired by one game or another, like the aliens shooting behind these turrets, it seems, and these giant spaceships being in the background, and having a multiplayer element of Metroid Prime 4 like horde mode. I think it's gonna be a great game. A lot of details, and you see the spaceships here, one to the right, one to the left. Like I mentioned before, I didn't have the right resolution, but now you can maybe see more of the video. And here you see the laser beam destroying the turret. Yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. You see the spaceships flying all over the world, all over this segment of the level. And the game seems to have multiplayer, like I mentioned. And you see this giant spaceship, yeah. And this is the multiplayer section. This was what I mentioned. This alien here below in the middle of the screen is hiding, so it seems that his job is to look out for Federation soldiers, and the other two are trying to open the door when Samus is trying to enter the other segment of the level, other side of the level. These are trying to open the door, these aliens, and when Samus reaches the other end, these guys seems to be destroying the door, with explosives or something of that nature. And you see clearly here soldiers waiting, anticipating their arrival. And you have two, one to the middle and one to the right, and the others seem to be scientists moving something. But what is that? Seems a star, something that gives you more power, or I don't know. To be honest, I'm a huge Metroid fan, but not to that nature that I know everything about Metroid. I've always loved the games, but I don't know the franchise as good as The Legend of Zelda. But it seems that they're moving something special, the scientists. And the soldiers are protecting the scientists. Yeah, you have this segment with aliens dropping. You have the villain. Yes, like I said, you have these jets, and you have two in this segment. You pay attention. You have one here. Yeah. And you have one here to the left. So 2 jets. Crazy stuff in this video. Right at the beginning of the trailer, you see one of these jets that has been shot down by one of the space pirates. So the question is whether you can fly these things or not, or whether the Federation forces can fly these things. It would be interesting to see if this is the case or not, or maybe it's just part of the cinematics, but it's cool. Wow. And yeah, you see the smoke, you see the reflections, especially in this segment. I think the smoke and fog looks great, and reflections. The fire not so much. And like I said, it looks like the shape of a black hole or something of that nature. And of course, yeah, you have the final part of the trailer with waterfall, with all these birds. What I found interesting, by the way, the amount of birds, insane. I see 10, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, maybe even more, 70, and some birds flying to the other direction. You see these dinosaurs. You see the pods dropping off, and the bridge to the left. So looks like you can enter the tree, go upside, then you can move towards that giant tree and use the bridge to go to the left. But what we have there is not visible. Interesting stuff. So let me know what you think about all this. Do you think these are interesting details? Maybe you can play Horde mode with Metroid Prime 4, maybe even online multiplayer, and it would be fun. I would find it extremely interesting and exciting to play multiplayer and online. And like I said, it's packed with a lot of details. You see the giant spaceships, turrets, different alien factions. What is this? It's a yeah, it's explosion. So you also have to worry about spaceships lasering the level. It seems crazy stuff. The graphics, of course, look great for Switch, but it will look even better than this when it drops on Switch 2 with the better GPU, CPU, RAM, you name it. Also, something about the environment I forgot. You see here to the left some smoke or fog coming from the ground. But of course, yeah, that wouldn't be something that crazy, right? But I found it interesting. And let's see if we can finally wrap this video up. Or yeah, you see this in this part, you see the antenna at so it seems like a scientific building. The giant spaceships, and here the smaller spaceship, or in this case it's a spacecraft. It's flying through the screen quickly. You have to keep in mind I've slowed down the video, so in the trailer, rewatch it if you want. It's moving pretty quickly, not extremely quickly, but pretty quickly through the screen. So it's a chaotic part of the world, part of the planet that Samus is on. So it seems like a world war or galactic war with different factions fighting here, and Samus being with the Federation, it seems. You see that giant spaceship? Wow, insane. And yeah, here the aliens trying to open the door. So yeah, I didn't expect this video to be so long, man, but I found it interesting to talk about some of this stuff. You see the holograms, and holograms show the vulnerabilities of the aliens, it seems, and talk about some of the stuff in regards to these aliens. Subject is heavily injured with reduced combat ability, internal organ failure, and biofluid hemorrhage confirmed. Final signs. Yeah, so it's interesting, man. Interesting. Okay, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Thanks for all the support on the channel. It's exciting times for Nintendo fans and Switch fans and Switch 2 fans, because this is gonna be launching on Switch 2. Let me know what you think about all this. Thanks for the support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.